Here are top meta tricks to improve your game and have fun playing FC25 after the patch. In this video, we have 8 overpowered illegal mechanics. I mean illegal because you will be called a rat if you spam them, and it's unfair for your opponents. Then we have a bonus trick for you at the end of the video, so let's begin. We have the ground through pass. Just make sure you abuse this pass. Defending this pass is much harder than before. Because of the title update, the defense AI was nerfed. This pass, you simply press triangle, and who doesn't know that? Then you have to aim towards your ball receiver. Here I have this running player. So the first thing about the through pass, to effectively take it, the positioning of your ball holder matters. 45 angle, remember. Then the timing. Your running player has to be closing up the last defender on the defense line, or when he's about to pass this defender, and that's when you release the ball. See, it's a perfect timing, and I get in behind. But one pro trick about this example, see that when I passed to my striker, I pretended like ignoring that pass by turning away. Then I turn back, and I take it. This is called the fake change of option, and here I use it against my opponent. It's one of the pro secret tricks. The next trick is the L1 boost, one of my favorite tricks right now in this current meta. This trick in simple terms boosts the speed of your player, and when you use it with that player with acceleration rate of 90+, or these two playstyles, the rapid or the quick step, they even perform it accurately. You just hold the L1 button to activate the strafe dribble, then you release it and hold the sprint button R2, and you will be surprised how your player bursts into the space. You can use it on the wing like here. You activate the strafe dribble. Some opponents will think that you will turn away. Then you use that little space in front, press R2, and activate the speed boost and burst away and leave the opponent's fullback behind. But here is the most effective way to use this trick. Like here I pass to my striker, but see I'm already holding the L1 button. So when I control the ball, I dribble a little bit forward like 2 to 3 steps. Then see I release it and activate the speed boost. See how my player leaves the opponent's defender behind. Just know fast players makes it fun to abuse this trick. Even here I pass to my striker Rushford. Unfortunately here there's no controller display. It's clear what I did here. At this point I am holding the L1 button. So this situation. It also depends on how the opponent is positioning his defender. A lot of opponents don't know how to position their defender in front. They like to anticipate a lot. And that's what happens here. I use that little space and burst away and get in behind. Though I didn't score, but it's an effective trick. The driven pass, it's called the hard pass by many gamers, so everyone has his own way to express his knowledge about this pass. Similar to the short pass, it moves on the ground, but the difference here, your player kicks the ball very hard. This pass you press both the R1 plus X. Then you have to keep aiming your left analog towards the ball receiver until your player releases the ball. Like here I pass to my striker inside the box. This pass works well when this ball holder isn't pressured tightly by the opponent's defender, and when there's some little distance. As you see, my winger is this position because I use inside forward roll. So I use the driven pass and get the ball quickly to my winger, giving no time to the opponent to react, and end up scoring from this opportunity. Also here I pass to my midfielder, sending my striker on the run. And here you see I press R1 plus X for the driven pass. This AI defender can intercept the normal ground pass because it moves slow, but the driven pass the ball force its way through because it's kicked hard, and also matching with the momentum of my striker moving forward. It was easy to control the ball, keeping that forward go and score. We also have the controlled sprint. I like calling it the nudge dribble, where your player dribbles like prime Arjen Robben if you know what I'm meaning. To perform it, you simply hold the R1 button, then move your left analog to any direction you want, and your player will dribble with a close ball control, but with speed compared to a normal left analog dribbling and sprinting. The controlled sprint unlocks many ways to break the opponent's defense, beginning with setting up a through pass. Here I'm having my winger sprinting in behind. I'm using the controlled speed just to time. Well, this pass, still you can use the normal dribbling, but when you use the controlled sprint, you open up the angle easily and also that right timing. Then you can also use it to open up that shooting angle inside the opponent's box. And this is my favorite way of using this mechanic. And you're seeing in these clips the speed and control it's unexpected by the opponents. So I just dribble freely like that. Like here I pass to my winger. I control the ball back to the previous direction and hold the controlled sprint. I dribble looking for that shooting lane and see how slow my opponent was. Because he wasn't expecting that speed from this dribble, I get that angle and shoot and score. Then you can also use it to beat defenders. Just you have to understand the change of speed. This change of pace is a basic trick used to beat defenders even in real-life football. Then next we have the one-touch passing. If you pass the ball to your player, sometimes don't control it, pass it first time to another player. This is now super effective because the short pass speeds have been increased. It's very difficult for your opponent to keep his focus when you use the one-touch passing style, the tiki-taka way. For example, here I use the one-touch passing trying to move the opponent's defenders and open spaces, but the main point here, see how the opponent was struggling to switch to the right defender and lost control of the situation. It's because I used one-touch passes, quick passes, and so he wasn't able to close spaces and passing lanes. So I ended up scoring. The bonus trick. If you want to enjoy playing this game in this patch, start sending players forward. It's very, very effective. We have the L1 trigger. Like here, it's final minutes of the game. You know the current meta, so don't mind about that scoreline. I pass to my midfielder, and see here I trigger this winger to run forward and create that through pass option. But it's not just about triggering, but how quick you are. I trigger this player before even receiving the ball, aiming the left analog towards his direction, and press L1 button, and he makes this forward movement, making it easy for me to take this through pass and get in behind. And the opponent tried to stop it, but when you sprint in a straight line, it's difficult for the defender to catch up, so I ended up scoring. Then we also have the L1 pass. For example here, I pass to my striker. I hold the L1 and press the passing button, and my player released the ball and run forward. Though I didn't use this pass, but I managed to create confusion, and the opponent gave me a free pass to my winger. I take it and score. Implement this attacking technique and you will be unstoppable in your attack. Then we have the finesse shots, the long and short version of it. It's the consistent way now to score goals in this meta. The long finesse shots, you need a player with this playstyle, top corner. Some say that you have to green time it. For example, here my colleague here was playing, he's controlling Rafinha. The basics of finesse shots, it's just positioning. That 45 angle facing the goal, then loading up to 3.5 bars of power, aiming towards the far post. Here he green timed the shot, and the goalkeeper had no chance to save the ball and it went in. Then, here I didn't time green. I get the right positioning, but just focus on the power. This is the crucial point of these long shots. And see here I time white. It wasn't perfect, but the ball goes in. So don't be afraid to just shoot without using timed finishing. You can still score. Then for the short version, inside or slightly outside the box, here you just get any player, use finesse shots a lot, and you will score almost every single shot you take. Here I pass to my winger. For the inside box finesse shots, you have to set up your first touch to a 45 angle. Then here you just aim well your shot and you will always score these. Chip shots are so important in this current meta, and I see just good players using it, even pro players, and they don't want you guys to know about it. To perform a chip shot, you press both the L1 plus that shooting button, and your player will lift the ball over the opponent's goalkeeper and score in that style. Like here is a quick example. I pass to my striker, having this space, which means I have to exploit it quick and get close to the opponent's goal. But this is what some opponents are doing now. They call their goalkeeper out, making it difficult for you to score. So every time you get in behind, be ready to chip that goalkeeper. It's an effective way to score in those scenarios. Let's talk about some skill moves like the Nutmeg Flair. I don't know the real meaning behind this name, but it's what it is. It's a 4-star, and you perform it by pressing both the L1 plus R1 while holding the right analog to the left or right, according to the direction you want. This skill is mainly used to cut inside, just as simple as that, but it's effective than what you can think of. Like here I pass to my winger and get in behind. I wasn't sprinting in a straight line and the opponents cover up quickly. I feel like there's still a distance towards the goal, and by the time I get close, this defender can be close and cause some challenge. So I decide to break and cut inside using the Nutmeg Flair skill move. So now here you can go and take a finesse shot to the far post. But me, I decide to make it a little bit difficult and go for an extra pass and score a clean goal. Then we have the pass version. Here you perform the skill, and when your player begin the animation of the skill, you press X. This pass is also used to cut inside, but it's more important in those moments when you time it correctly. Here I perform a skill move and try to break through. Here I'm sprinting, yes, but I'm heading towards the byline, yet I have options in the middle. The only effective pass you can use in this situation, even if I made a heavy touch, is the Nutmeg Flair pass. And I use it to pass to my striker, take another extra pass and score. So that's it guys for today. Remember to like the video and subscribe if you enjoyed.